Hello everyone and welcome to my bed. It's now the time for the annual collection review that I do here on the channel. This year it's been a little slow. I haven't really gotten as many action figures, I haven't customized as many. It's just been a busy year for me and I'm just happy that I managed to finish Todd and Werner this year. But it's already going better looking into 2026. So without any further ado, let's begin the collection review. So the first figure I practically got this year was a loose Sonic the Hedgehog figure from Jack Pacific that was missing its legs. It was at a really good price, so I bought it to make this shadow figure custom. As you can see, I had to sculpt the shoes myself and they turned out pretty decent. But just like any hedgehog from the Jack Pacific line, it's really hard to stand because of all the weight here. I really wish the heads were hollow on these guys, and it seems like he got a bit of a paint chip here on his ear. I'm going to have to fix that, but I'm actually kind of really proud of how this guy turned out. Especially with the paint job and the little bit of sculpting that I did, and of course the rearranging of his spikes, right? Because it's a hedgehog. But yeah, this was the first guy I got this year, and I made this year actually. Working on Todd and Werner meant I had to buy a lot of new figures, and while originally I was meant to use my old Iron Man figure for Purple Iron Man, I decided to get a new one that's maybe better scale because the ZD Toys Mark 46, or is it Mark 48? I don't know. Was just a bit big, even for 6-inch scale figures. So I got this guy. This is the Mark 70, which is from the comics, not from the movies, in case you couldn't tell. And I really like this figure. It's great, the articulation, the scale, the proportions, and just the overall look of the figure is awesome, and he was a pleasure to work with in Werner because he's just sturdy, and that seems to be quite of an issue with my collection. Figures just tend to fall apart, which is why I've also lost the Hulk, which you might have noticed if you watched the behind the scenes for Werner. But yeah, this is currently my main Iron Man in the display and in the collection, and he's just awesome. For the triumphant moment at the end of Todd and Werner, where Ben finally faces off and defeats Hero for good, Proto Ratchet made a comeback, and I needed a new figure, firstly because the old one was this little Playmobil thing and I used it as a Robotian extra figure. So I had to make a new one, change the design a bit. I think it looks really cool. I love the face, I love the design, the little black elements that I added to break up the monotony of silver, and of course I love the silver because it's after all a robot. Yeah, he's just great. I'm glad to have him back in Ben 10's arsenal. Not much there to say really about this guy. I'm just happy with him, and he joined my collection this year, so he gets into the collection review. Now, last year in the collection review, I know I made a Drillo figure, but it wasn't really that well articulated, so I made a new one using this Goku based body. It's not an SH Figuarts or anything of the sort. It's like the cheap series of figures from actually I have no idea who makes those, but yeah, this is the new Drillo, same head, lots of articulation, just way more, and yeah, he looks awesome. I think the Goku outfit really fits the overall vibe that I'm going with Drillo. Although he's supposed to be quite young, so maybe he's a bit muscular, but after all, he's not human, he's another species, so that's going to be my excuse. This guy is getting his own movie because, as I said previously, he will be a big player in phases 3 and 4. So get yourselves ready for the Drillo, the Path of Light. The Path of Magic. Sorry, I am so bad at even remembering my own movie names. But yeah, this guy is getting his movie soon. I also had to get a new Mary Jane for the Todd and Werner movie. So I bought an America Chavez body and turned her into Mary Jane. Basically it's all the same except I sculpted the chest part and removed the jacket. um, and of course gave it a big repaint. This is inspired by one panel in, I believe, Superior Spider-Man, which was drawn by Humberto Ramos, and I'm just really happy with her. I don't think I will ever get another Mary Jane because this is pretty much exactly what I need. And I'm also really proud of the red color I managed to get for her hair. It's kind of tough to get exact shade of red for a redhead because the redhead spectre just is so diverse. While not a part of any movie or anything, I just found this 2003 Toy Biz Green Goblin. This is from the... I actually don't know, but it's another Spider-Man story from the comics, and I just got him for a really good price and thought I would buy him just to not miss out on the occasion. I don't really know if I'll use him for anything, but it's cool to have. His articulation is definitely quirky. I mean, it's interesting, but I guess that's Toy Biz for you. And he looks cool. I love how stylistically John, I guess it is. I guess that's how he was in the comics, so yeah, this is a great figure. This is articulated, by the way. This is cool. And speaking of Green Goblin, I had to destroy my previous Green Goblin figure, the one from Sentinels 2, because this is another character that you will meet relatively soon. Deathstroke. Yeah, here is Deathstroke. You might think he's a bit skinny, and maybe he is, I don't know, but I like him. He's got his sword. This is from a D13 figure, one of the accessories that came with it. Articulation is the same as Goblin, so it's pretty good. And he will make his appearance soon enough. And seems like he's also got a bit of a paint scuff. I'm going to have to fix that as well. Why do my action figures keep getting paint scuffs? All they do is sit on a shelf until I use them, and I haven't used this guy yet. And while we're still with DC characters, I was a big fan, and I guess I still am a big fan of the Gotham TV series, and I loved Jerome and Jeremiah and the Joker. It's not the Joker technically, but come on, we all know it's the Joker. And that's where I discovered Cameron Monaghan, and I just love that guy. I loved him in Gotham, of course, in Shameless, in the Star Wars games. Lovely. So I bought the Cal Kestis figure and turned him into the Joker properly. And if you can see, if the camera picks it up, I even gave him the face scars from like when he cut off his face in Gotham in season... Wait, he didn't cut off his own face, I think in season 3 it was, but yeah, he had his face cut off. So I gave him that as a nod that this is Cameron's portrayal of the Joker. Very purple. It took me a while to find this very bright, very powerful purple, but I really like this, and it's one of my favorite figures, honestly. So happy to have him. Once again, a figure that hasn't showed up yet. Swampfire. Why do I have a figure of Swampfire even though he hasn't showed up in anything? Well, I just love the alien. He's not my favorite transformation, this is up there. I mean, my favorite is of course my boy Hitblast, but this guy is pretty close. And I'm happy with him. I'm happy with the sculpt, with the coloring. Articulation is not the best, could be better, but again, he's got pretty much everything he needs, all the base necessities, and I'm happy with the face sculpt. I mean, I think I really managed to get some emotion in there, some character. Yeah, just awesome. I love Sunfire. In the past, I had a Daredevil figure. In fact, let me just get it for you. It was this guy, and I still love him, which is why I still have the figure. However, he's not that well articulated, and Daredevil is a pretty athletic character. I will still keep this figure because I love it and I love the design, but I have made a new one and I don't really like it, but it is a figure that I got in 2025, so here it is. You might have the proportions are a bit wonky, the legs are a bit too long, and also the reds are mismatched. So I will be getting another new Daredevil figure. This one will become fodder. Because base body is still okay, and if I manage to fix the proportions, this could still be a good base figure. Ideally, I want this, but with more articulation, maybe even a different frame, and as you can tell, he's also a bit of a short king. But yeah, Daredevil, just here. Another figure I got at a very good price was this Spectacular Spider-Man Venom. Yes, from the actual Spectacular Spider-Man figure line from, I wanna say Hasbro. I think Hasbro took over. Let me check. Yeah, you might be able to tell that it says Hasbro there. Yeah. Articulation is honestly kind of not good. I mean, this is all he can do with the arms, legs, yeah, and this is spring loaded, and yeah, the head rotates like around the axis. It's just weird. Half of me wants to keep it like this, just as a, I don't know, souvenir of the era, but the other part of me, and that part of me is kind of winning, wants to improve the articulation to have this like a proper action figure. But to do that, of course, I need to figure out how, because I imagine it would involve a lot of engineering and a lot of drilling and just handwork. But yeah, overall, just happy to have this guy in my collection. I've also done a small update to Harley Quinn, nothing too significant, it's still the same. I just changed the jacket with the one from America Chavez because it's a bit bigger and looks a bit better than the one she had previously. No longer a crop top jacket, if that's how you call it. It's more full now, but it looks good. And on the back it does have the 3 diamonds. So yeah, that's all I've done with Harley, still one of my favorite figures. Another casualty from Toyland War on Earth was Batman, who pretty much disintegrated himself while I was shooting that movie. But I kind of repaired him, and here he is in his updated suit from the upcoming Batman and Harley Quinn show. So yes, these two are the characters. You can see he's got these shoulder pads that are kind of intimidating. The shin guards and the arm guards are a bit different, armor parts, and overall it's still the gray and blue suit, so it's still good. Cape still the same, but yeah, just an update, and he looks better, and well, his arm is attached, he works, articulation is still really good. I mean, look at that crouch. Yeah, another one of my favorite figures. I could have mentioned this guy earlier when I was talking about Gotham, but another character I really loved from that show, and he's getting even a bit more popularity now because of Anthony Carrigan's performance in Superman. Victor Zsasz. If you don't know this, Victor Zsasz is played by the same actor that played Metamorpho in Superman. So yeah, here is Victor Zsasz from the Diamond Select line they made on Gotham. It was a really short-lived line, but the figures were pretty decent. I wish he could get his arms closer to his body, but you get what you get. Likeness to the actor, really good. And scale-wise, here's Batman. Batman is 6-inch scale. Diamond Select usually makes figures in the 7-inch scale, but it's not too drastic. It's nothing that a bit of playful camera work can't fix. So I'm just really happy to have this version of Victor Zsasz precisely in my collection, because I like this version more than the comics one. From another upcoming work that will be focused on young superheroes is Molly Hayes. If you don't know Molly Hayes, she's from the comic run Runaways. There was also a show made about the Runaways, and I haven't watched it, but I heard it's not good. The base body was a Marvel Universe, so the 3 3/4 inch line from Hasbro, not Marvel Legends. From an X-23 figure that I just sculpted over and painted and all that. Why Marvel Universe? Because they're shorter, and this needs to be a kid, like, I don't know, I think she'll be like 10, 11 years old at max. But yeah, I'm really happy with her. She scales well, Here's Harley Quinn. So yeah, definitely a kid. And I can't wait for you guys to meet her and the rest of the cast of that specific show. And now for the final figure in my collection, I mean that I added to my collection in 2025. It's currently my holy grail and my absolute undoubted favorite. It's this City Toys Spider-Man, because of course it's a City Toys because I just can't afford to pay for an actual Mayfax. But it's this City Toys comic book Spider-Man, the flat paint one, with a Farrell Store head to mimic Spectacular Spider-Man, and I also sculpted over the chest piece here to give it more accuracy to the show. The articulation on this guy is impeccable, he's really good, really sturdy, just works like a treat, looks awesome, and as I said, it's my absolute favorite figure that I have currently in my collection. Just nothing gets close to it, and I want to keep this guy at least until I get to my grave, maybe even after, who knows. But I cannot recommend this guy enough, and City Toys as well, because basically by recommending City Toys I recommend Mayfax, and Mayfax does good stuff. But yeah, let's leave him there to not stand. That's because this is my bed. But yeah, this has been my collection review for 2025. As I said, it's a bit shorter than the past ones, but it's not been as many figures this year. I cannot wait to see you guys again. So I will see you next time. Goodbye.